All right, so today we have a very important topic to discuss here, and that, of course, is clavicular getting frame mogged by an ASU frat leader. We are going to be breaking down the footage frame by frame, no pun intended, so make sure you stay tuned. No, but seriously, what's up, y'all? Zappy MMA here, back for another generational banger. And the phrase early stoppage gets tossed around a lot these days within the MMA slash UFC community. And in my honest opinion, it just gets used way too much. People are calling legit finishes early stoppages. People are coping when their favorite fighter loses and, oh, early stoppage. And it just gets used way too much than it should be. So today we we are going to be going over legit early stoppages, fights, and when the and when the referee genuinely made a mistake and shouldn't have stepped in so soon. And just getting right into it, we have Bobby King Green versus Jaylen Turner. All right, so Bobby Noon, I mean Bobby, I mean Bobby Green. Damn, I've been on MMA Twitter way too much, but Bobby King Green.
Name though.
YBG Don from DC.
What's your name?
YBG Don.
I'm not calling you YBG. What the is your name?
Versus Jaylen Turner is about as early as a stoppage as you can possibly get. Let's just call it what it is, all right? We got to be honest with ourselves. Bobby Green, he was still breathing, all right? You cannot you cannot sit here with a straight face and tell me Bobby Green isn't still in the fight, all right? You can't tell me that he isn't intelligently defending himself. Let's just call it what it is. He's honestly just trying to gas out Jaylen Turner. This is a very smart move here by Bobby. And I think it just comes down to how soft this generation is these days, brother. You see, back in my days, the refs let us, the refs used to let us go out there and be warriors. We, we as fighters were just built different back then. let's just be, let's just be honest. But come on, guys, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. Bobby Green was blocking all those shots with the back of his, with the back of his head. He was just a few moments away from reversing the position. Then the soy boy referee stepped in and had to rob us of a victory. You know what I mean? We just have to start giving these fighters more of a fighting chance these days, as far as I can see. And this is exactly why we need the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, Mario Yamasaki, back to being the big show refereeing fights in the UFC. He needs to make his return. and and it just doesn't end there with the early stoppages, man. Carlos Hernandez versus Denise Bonder, for example. Come on, guys. He still has some spark left in his eyes. Wait, what? How did this go to decision, bro? What? What do you mean it went to decision? Hey, but you know what, though? I told y'all it was an early stoppages. Y'all thought I was just messing around. We were still in that fight, clearly. We got the fake stoppage overturned, all right? Oh, wait. Actually, I think Carlos Hernandez got disqualified or something. So the fight went to decision instead, now that I'm looking at it? I don't know. I really don't. But you know what, though? Rightfully so. We just can't allow these early stoppages to keep ruining our sport. You guys are going to sit there and tell me that Denise wasn't just mere seconds away from getting that single leg? Come on, guys. You're lying to yourself if you don't think so. Just look at just look at this. Does this look like a fighter who can't defend himself intelligently? He didn't even get a chance to prove his warriorness out there. It's just sad to see these fighters get robbed of their potential win due to these blind referees, and I won't stand for it no more. Or here's another one. Jacare Souza versus Chris Weidman. Bro, Chris Weidman is fine. His body hasn't even begun to decompose yet. Give him a chance, ref. Come on, look. He's literally in on the single leg. He's genuinely about to get a takedown, but no. Big Dan Margliotta decides he's going to rob Chris Weidman of his win. Rob us of our win. Those little hammer fists to the side of the head are nothing, guys. Let's just be honest. You guys are just going to look at that and tell me that that's not a man who still has some fight left? I thought this was MMA, not soccer. It's just sad to see a legend, a former champion like Chris Weidman, fall victim to these premature stoppages. Like, where's Mario Yamasaki when you need him? We desperately need him back into the UFC. We just really do. Like, here's another early stoppage involving Chris Weidman. Herb, what are you doing? Why are you stepping in? He clearly has his hands up. He's ready to defend himself. This is a conscious man. I'm just tired of seeing these refs potentially ruin a fighter's career with these so-called stoppages. And it just doesn't end there with Herb Dean's early stoppages. I mean, come on. Only 2 follow-up shots and you're already stepping in? Come on. Give Curtis Blades a chance to recover. It was just a little flash knockdown. Nothing too big. You can't sit here and tell me Curtis Blades wasn't just using the strategic corpse card to get Derek Lewis to bait him on the ground. These little ground and pound shots are nothing. That uppercut was nothing. This was all clearly part of the game plan, but no, Herb Dean has to ruin it. Here's another example of refs not understanding the intricate bottom guards. Damon Jackson is clearly hitting the Golden Freddy guard. All right, he's trying to bait Ilya to getting on the ground with him, but no, Mark Smith, he just doesn't seem to understand, which is a big problem these days. These refs really need to do their homework. You know what I mean? But you know what though? I know I've been kind of glazing Mario Yamasaki for being the golden standard of MMA referees, but he's also had his fair share of early stoppages as well. Even the GOAT makes mistakes sometimes, guys. Take Derek Lewis versus Travis Brown, for example. Come on, guys. These aren't even big shots. Travis Brown is clearly defending the punches of Derek Lewis with his chin. I can't believe my GOAT, our GOAT, Mario Yamasaki couldn't tell. It's just sad to see. I want you guys to look at this with a straight face. Sit there with a straight face and say that this isn't a man who still has some fight left in him. This isn't the face of a man who's about to have a legendary comeback. Come on, guys. You're lying to yourself if you say no. And it just goes back to what I said earlier. We we as fighters, we are just built different, all right? And sometimes we need the opportunity to show that we are a warrior. That's just what it comes down to. And that's going to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, if you made it this far, you might as well like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.